The play-in tournament is set in the Eastern Conference, so let's talk about it. So we got some mediocre good teams in here. There's 4 teams. It's really odd to say. They're mediocre good. They're middle of the pack good. They're good teams, but they're middle in the pack. And I think these 2 games are going to be pretty close and entertaining. So let's start off talking about the Atlanta Hawks versus the Orlando Magic. I think this game could go both ways. I think this could be a really entertaining game. I think this could be a really boring game. Atlanta Hawks, they have the 5th best offense in the league by scoring 118.2 points per game. But the Orlando Magic have the 2nd best defense in the league, only allowing 109 points per game. So this team might be a great matchup. The Atlanta Hawks have the 27th worst defense in the league by allowing 119 points, but the Orlando Magic has the 28th worst offense in the league, only scoring 105 points. That's been the Orlando's Magic's problem for the last 2 years, is they could defend. They could really defend, but they can't score for nothing, man. And I think Trae Young's the play-in king, the play-in MVP. I think Trae Young might abuse that, but we never know, man, because like I said, the Orlando Magic has phenomenal defense, but their offense is disgusting. But the Atlanta Hawks have phenomenal offense, but their defense is disgusting, so that bad defense will boost the Orlando Magic's offense. So that's why I think this is an interesting game. So I'm going to be picking the Orlando Magic to beat the Atlanta Hawks in this play-in game. I think it's going to be a close game within 8 to 10 points, but I think there's just so much Trae Young can do, man. I like the talent around Trae Young. I like the talent, but I like a couple players. I like Onyeka Okongwu. I love Dyson Daniels, but there's just so much he could do alone. And I think Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, I think KCP even. I think these guys are going to abuse this 27th ranked Hawks defense. I think, yeah, you could talk about the Orlando Magic's offense, 105 points per game, 28th worst in the league. But I think going against this worst defense, I think they're gonna play extremely well against the Hawks defense. And I think the Hawks overall as a team, I think they're gonna struggle against the Magic's defense. So yeah, I am going for the Orlando Magic to take down the Atlanta Hawks in this first play-in game. So the next game we're going to be talking about is the Miami Heat versus the Chicago Bulls. I think this game could be really good. I think it's just going to be a mediocre game, to be honest. I'm not that excited for this game. This game could be really good. This game could have an extremely high ceiling, but I'm not sure if it's going to reach that. Miami Heat, they got guys with experience that can easily take over this game and beat the Bulls. Like guys like Tyler Hill, Bam Adebayo, Andrew Wiggins. They've all been there, been to the playoffs, been to the finals. So like, and then you look at the Bulls' young players, Josh Giddey, Kevin Huerter, Kobe White, all young, sparky guys that are extremely hot right now. But I think the Miami Heat, I think they take this game. I think it's going to be a close one, though. I think it's going to be a close one. I would not be surprised if the Bulls take over this game. If the Bulls, Josh Giddey goes for another triple-double, Kobe White goes for 25, Nikola Vucevic has a 18, 10, and 8 game. I would not be surprised, but I do pick the Miami Heat by 2 or 3 points, to be honest. I think it's going to be that close. I just think the experience in Tyler Hill, Bam Adebayo, Andrew Wiggins, I think the experience there it's there, and I think it's going to take over this game, really. But I think this game could be extremely good. I hope it's extremely good. I want it to be extremely good. I'm predicting it to be extremely good. But if it's not, then this game could be extremely mediocre. But I'm picking the Miami Heat to win by 2, 3, 4 points against the Chicago Bulls. Like I said, the Chicago Bulls have a chance. They 100% have a chance. But Yeah, they 100% have a chance. They score 7 more points. Their defense is extremely bad, though. And the Miami Heat's defense is 7th in the league. So there's questions there. But Chicago Bulls, like I said, they got streaky players. I know I'm repeating myself, but Miami Heat, I think they're going to dominate this. They're not going to dominate. I think they're going to play a good, close, scrappy game and win by 2 to 5 points. So that would leave the Miami Heat to verse the Atlanta Hawks in the second round, kind of the play-in tournament. And I think this game could be extremely good. They split the series 2-2 this season. The Hawks won 2, the Heat won 2. They've all been pretty close games, except one where the Hawks lost by a lot. But I think this game could be extremely good. And I'm on the edge who I'm picking right here. I don't have an idea who I'm picking. So, like, when I say my winner, it's just coming up the top of my head. I'm thinking while I'm speaking right now. The Hawks have an extremely good offense. The Heat have an okay offense. They have a really good defense, though, and we all know about the Hawks defense. And like I said, the experience in Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Andrew Wiggins, these guys, the top 3 guys of the team. But we also have Trae Young. Trae Young's the king of the play-in tournament. So I think, off the top of my head, this could be wrong. This is an impulse decision, but I think the Atlanta Hawks I think they're going to win. I think they're going to make their way into the playoffs, and I think Trae Young is going to go for 30 plus, 10 plus assists in this game versus the Heat. If, this predictions, the Heat could, this prediction could be wrong, but they're my predictions, and I think this could be happen. This game is a bold prediction about Trae Young going for 30 plus, blah, blah, blah. But I think Trae Young is going to have himself a ball game against the Heat and make his way into the playoffs. Get destroyed first round, get swept first round. But I think he's going to make the playoffs, and I think that's going to make the Atlanta Hawks ownership try to go for another year of being mediocre, even though they should just trade Trae Young, trade everyone, and rebuild. But yeah, those are my predictions. Let me know what you guys think. Western Conference coming soon. See ya. Like, comment, subscribe.